and two excellent quarterbacks.
It was 61-49. That was your final score.
Yes.
16 touchdowns scored by the two teams. Let's talk about your players to watch, starting with Central East and Jelani Dipple.
Yeah, Jelani Dipple, the signal caller. We've seen him for a couple years now lead this Central East offense. He has a ton of weapons to distribute the football to, and he does a really good job of not forcing it to one guy, but allowing the defense to dictate where the ball goes. Does a really nice job protecting the football as well.
Another one I'm looking forward to seeing is Brandon Smith. You look forward to seeing him every night.
Brandon Smith, last time these two teams played, touched it 10 times, scored 5 touchdowns, averaged 25 yards a pop every time he touched the football, going to Arizona because he is the best player in the Central section in 2025.
Central East, the defending champion, Clovis, hasn't won since 2002. They're looking for their quarterback to get something done tonight in Deacon Rose.
Yeah, 2002, Tyler Klutz led him to a section title. Former Fresno State Bulldog and NFL fullback, Deacon Rose, committed to Fresno State. We saw him last time here, 4 touchdowns, over 350 yards through the air. He has to be the best player on the field tonight if Clovis wants to win this championship.
He'll get some help from James Caruso, 30 carries in that last game.
James Caruso goes both ways. We know he's a wrestler also, just the toughest dude on the field. Doesn't wear gloves, carries it 30 times a game, also had like 8 tackles. He's a huge piece for Clovis to control the tempo of this football game a little bit.
These guys started this quest in summer workouts. They can reflect on that now. What are they thinking at this moment as they get ready?
It's just opportunity, right? Every single goal that you have is to get ready to win a championship, and that's what they have the opportunity to do tonight.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting it started. There's a look at the brackets, how they got here. Yeah, and we've seen a lot of those teams.
Yeah,
not easy to get through that bracket.
Clovis just got by Frontier, and they really put a whooping on Clovis West. Central East has not had a difficult time getting to the championship, although both of those first 2 games for Central East were close in the first half, pulled away in the second half. Clovis, they have got to start fast in the first half tonight.
Yeah, you're looking at the end of the bracket there with these 2 teams. We're looking forward to getting it started. We'll come back and kick it off. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Welcome back, everybody. Tonight's first quarter is sponsored by Korea Health, more than medicine, life. And now let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Central East and Clovis High back on Friday night. Rivals, it's like deja vu all over again. And of course, we know the common forms of deja vu. Visiting a new place and thinking, hold up, I've been here before. Watching a TV show or a movie and knowing, hold up, I know what's about to happen. And we know what's about to happen right now because this is Friday night. Yeah, let's go. Deja vu. Ralph Cam, back to you. Championship edition, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kevin.
Let's go.
He's ready.
He is always ready. Woke up ready this morning.
Student section ready.
That Clovis East, that Central East sideline ready. Kyle Biggs looking to go back-to-back section championships. Sterling Edwards and Carlos Young back deep, two very dangerous returners. We'll see. Last time there were not a lot of deep kickoffs from either side. Central, little pooch kick. Clovis kind of went the same route. We'll see if they do the same thing in this matchup tonight.
Juan Ochoa to kick it off. Kickoff is sponsored by Hendrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Kick was headed to the right side into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here we go. Deegan Rose brings that offense out there. He really wants this game.
Oh yeah. Last
4 years he's been playing for this game.
Last game guaranteed as a high school quarterback, and you know everybody wants to go out a winner, but especially this guy has been so significant to the turnaround with Clovis football. Just so poised and calm in the pocket, but Clovis has got to control the line of scrimmage tonight, especially on the offensive side. They have to control the tempo with some run game to keep that Central offense off the football field.
First down, it's a pass complete to Briggs. Short gain.
Israel Briggs, the Miami commit, couple touchdowns last time these two teams played, trying to get him going early. Nice tackle in space from Central East, but it's just a nice, easy extension of the run game. Get it to one of your weapons. Hopefully you can make a guy miss and pick up a nice little chunk on first down, but well defended from the Bengals.
Briggs came in with 41 catches. And it's Briggs on the reverse. Breaks the tackle out to the 25.
Getting him involved heavily early, a little reverse. Nice to see him with the ball in his hands. We didn't really see him run after the catch last time these two teams played. Got a little bit of wiggle, made Brandon Smith miss in the open field. Sets up a third and very manageable 3rd and 5 for Deegan Rose.
Rose, pass is batted down. Intended for Young, but it was defended by Xavier Jones. 4th down.
Zero pressure from Central East on 3rd and 5. Man coverage all across the board. Xavier Jones manned up on Carlos Young in the slot. Did an excellent job reaching around and batting that pass down. Central very aggressive on that 3rd down snap. We'll see if Clovis talks about that on the sideline. They had Israel Briggs lined up one-on-one up top. Didn't go to him, went to Carlos Young. Nice play by Xavier Jones getting off the field.
High snap, high kick. Jonte Dillon lets it bounce. And it'll die at about the 32-yard line. So that's where Jelani Dipple will start things for the offense of Central East.
Yeah, last time we had these two teams, Brandon Smith took the first carry, 75 yards to the house. Clovis has got to avoid the big chunk plays from number 2. If he carries it 25 times and he goes over 100, you're okay with that. You can't give up the big, explosive chunk plays. Is just so damaging to a defense.
He averaged about 20 yards a carry that last time they played. Nothing close to that here on his first carry. A gain of 2.
James Caruso coming downhill, making a tackle just past the line of scrimmage. Well defended that time. It's already better from this Clovis defense compared to the last time these two teams played. He took that one, popped it outside, took it 75 that last time. Really nice job, James Caruso coming downhill and making a tackle in space on Brandon Smith.
Smith again trying the right side. Stacked up as he gets across the 35.
Remember last year, the Central Section game, the championship game, Clovis East was the favorite. They were the 1 seed, undefeated at the time, and it was really heavy dose of Brandon Smith run game, picking up 3rd and 4th down conversions to keep Central East on the football field that allowed them to win that game.
This is a 3rd and 4. Dipple looking to throw. Now he has to break away from pressure. Finds an opening up the middle across midfield. Goes into a slide. That'll be a first down. 1st and 10, sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Make the right call.
We see it all the time. Man coverage on 3rd down. When the quarterback can escape the pocket a little bit, everybody's eyes are on their coverage. Nobody accounted for Jelani Dipple that time. He splits a seam and picks up a big first down.
And a quick pass over the middle. Kevin Cooks on the receiving end, and that's going to be just enough for another 1st and 10, sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Make the right call.
Kevin Smith, just another one of these bevy of receivers. E.J. Morgan, Bayon Harris, they're just all over the football field. Talented wide receivers, a little RPO. Nice decision by Jelani Dipple to toss that one on 1st down.
Empty backfield this time, and he's going to dance around and find some room again to take off. Inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. They'll say he was out of bounds at about the 6. Wow.
Jelani Dipple maneuvering in the pocket. Nobody open initially. Great coverage by Clovis on the back end, but Jelani Dipple makes a guy miss and then bounces it outside. Great job blocking downfield by those Central East wide receivers. You see a couple right here at the end of this play doing a nice job allowing Jelani Dipple a bunch of space.
1st and goal from the 6. This is Smith. He'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown.
That's how you draw it up if you're Central East. Clovis gets the kickoff. You force a 3 and out. Get the ball to your offense, and then Jelani Dipple, a couple of scrambles, and then Brandon Smith finishing it off for 6. And Central East takes a lead early in this first quarter.
The touchdown is sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner. So Brandon Smith is on the board. First touchdown of the game on a 6-yard run. 7-0. The Bengals with the lead. Coach Biggs thinking that's just the way we planned it. Just the way we drew it up, right?
That's right. Get a stop and then score on your first possession. And it was all Jelani Dipple making quick decisions with the ball. That was a little RPO, pulls it out, completes the slant for a first down, and then a little bit of pressure, nowhere to go with the ball, makes a guy miss, and got to keep him contained in the pocket. He gets out. Again, nice job by those Central East wide receivers down the field, blocking, and then Brandon Smith just a little inside zone, finding the crease and getting into the end zone.
The drive summary sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operating for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra. The kickoff is sponsored by Hendrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Sterling Edwards on the return out to the 30.
Only one run on that first possession for Clovis. It was the reverse to Israel Briggs. We'll see if they get the ball in James Caruso's hands. He was kind of the workhorse the last time these two teams played. Carried it 30 times, $130, got into the end zone. He has got to be a big piece of this Clovis offense tonight, just to, as I said before, control the tempo of the game a little bit. Keep that Central East offense off the field.
Well, that's 1 down and 15 touchdowns to go to match the last time these teams met. Sterling Edwards, the ball carrier, out near the 40. Tonight's closed captioning is sponsored by Sante Health Physicians. The best doctors, the best care.
Sterling Edwards really dangerous with the ball in his hands. Again, Clovis starting this game off with just quick game. Get the ball out to their receivers. Put some blockers in front of them. Just a little extension of the run game early. Just getting Dean Rose comfortable.
2nd and 1. Down to play with here for the quarterback?
Yeah, of course.
Rose with a deep drop. Pass over the middle is caught at midfield to the 40. Inside the 30, 25. Stays on his feet. And Sterling Edwards with a nice run after the catch.
Yeah, got a flag on the field. Not sure what that was, but Deegan Rose, nice job moving in the pocket a little bit, puts it outside so Sterling Edwards gets it away from the defender. A nice job by Sterling Edwards. Just talked about him. Dangerous with the ball in his hand, but illegal formation, it looked like on Clovis.
He's coming away back.
Man, you just, these are mistakes that really hurt you in a game like this. A huge chunk play, a lot of momentum, and now you're walking all the way back because of a mental error, right? A self-inflicted penalty. Those type of mistakes, when you're playing a good opponent, they are exponentially damaging.
That's more than a 50-yard penalty there. Instead of 2nd and 1, it's now 2nd and 6. Rose pressured, backing away, has the ball thrown incomplete, intended for Caruso. Now, Caruso had 30 carries 4 weeks ago when they played.
And he went every snap as a linebacker, too, and he didn't look like he was very tired. We know he's a wrestler as well. Just like I said pregame, the toughest dude on the field is James Caruso. Big task for this Clovis offensive line tonight. They have to keep Deegan Rose clean. That time, a little bit of pressure, pocket collapse. Deegan Rose tried to get it out a little bit late to James Caruso, just missed on that one, but a big 3rd down early in the football game.
Rose looking, pressured, scoots the ball off to Caruso, and he's going to pick up some yards to the near side. To midfield, he breaks into the open. There comes a penalty flag as he hits the 20, inside the 15, and we'll check the flag way back near midfield. Well, Rose was in trouble, and fortunately he had a bailout there with Caruso.
Yeah, just a little flip to Caruso. It looked like this is a holding. Way down the field, so should be 1st down Clovis from the spot.
First down.
Ball is now at the 44. And it's a 1st down, sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Make the right call.
James Caruso, he's dangerous. We know he can run between the tackles. We know he's a physical player, but can move in space as well. Just a sophomore. Really excited to see him develop as a running back, as a linebacker. Just a pretty special player as a sophomore.
Handoff to Caruso up the middle across midfield. Now let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller.
And of course, course, when we talk about Clovis High Cougars, we talk about school spirit. Lolo, what's about to go down with the rally coming up?
All right, so technically we are on Thanksgiving break right now, but on the first Friday we come back to school, we are hosting our winter rally. It's going to take us all the way to all your winter wonderland fantasies. We got Whoville, Candy Cane Lane, we got Gingerbread Man, Gingerbread House, all of the above. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have like snow. It's going to snow in the Cougar Den.
It always does. That's right. And being a former student at Clovis High School, I was in some rallies, and they're phenomenal. The school spirit over there, the school section, is off the hook. And then, Javi, the peer counselors are giving back to some newborns in the NICU.
Yes, the peer counseling, our program is currently they're accepting made or purchased blankets, which they will be giving to the NICU families around the Central Valley. So far, we have received 2,500 blankets, which will go to families all around the Central Valley.
Oh, that's heartwarming. And then, Kinsey, 'tis the season, giving back to the community and the food drive.
Yeah, so right now our Clovis High area has collected 140 boxes of food for families in need. Not only is it Thanksgiving food just for the day, but also a week's worth of food, surpassing last year's by 100. So we're really thankful for everyone that contributed. We love you guys.
We are thankful. We do love you, and we are inspired, Central Valley, to be just like the Cougars and give back to our community. Ralph Cam, back to you. Oh.
Thank you, Kevin. You saw a big sack by Juan Ochoa. Then you saw a big play on the offensive side. Caruso took it down inside the 25-yard line. And that's going to be 1st and 10 for Clovis.
Guess who? James Caruso again, making plays in space.
Now a little pass to Brinks inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line.
Deacon Rose has been pressured early in this game, largely because Central is just playing man coverage, and they've been very sticky on the back end. No space created from these Clovis receivers, so Deacon Rose doesn't really have anywhere to go with the football. Big stack by Ochoa, but a nice screen call on 3rd down, and Caruso got in the open field and was able to pick up the 1st down to keep this Clovis offense on the field.
2nd and 4. Rose looking. Now fires the pass, complete. That's Briggs inside the 10, down close to the 5. Check that, Caden Arsenal. The senior on the catch. Number 44, not 14.
Big fullback, just giving Caruso a little breather. Caruso's right back in the game. 1st and goal for the Cougars.
They give it to Caruso. The cut back into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
We talked about this Clovis Cougar offensive line has got to control the line of scrimmage tonight to give Clovis a chance. Just run a little power, pull a guy around, and Caruso, one cut, downhill into the end zone. Clovis is an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Andrew Garcia, the kicker. Puts it through, and we are even with 3:19 to go in the 1st quarter. Much different than the last time these two teams met. And exactly what you wanted if you were Clovis.
That's right. Clovis just getting the ball quickly to their weapons in space. Sterling Edwards, nice job. And then Caruso, really the reason why Clovis was able to put this ball in the end zone. Really nice call on 3rd down, though. The screen call, middle screen. Caruso makes a couple guys miss, pops it outside. Just having fun. And then pulling the big guy around. Israel Briggs with the lead block, getting Caruso into the end zone.
The Drive Summary is sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra. We'll be right back after this. It's a 7-7 game. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Toyota. Yeah, Toyota, let's go places. Sponsor of tonight's Smile Can.
Too much gum in the mouth to smile.
All right, Cam, if you're Clovis head coach Aaron Wilkins, that's exactly what you wanted to see from your team. And you think about what they overcame on that drive, that big, 50-some-yard penalty.
Yeah, a couple of big penalties. Had that first penalty for the illegal formation, then a holding downfield. Did a nice job getting the ball to James Caruso in different areas of the football field. Great call on third down, that middle screen. Central's gotten a little bit of pressure on Deegan Rose. That was a nice answer. I really like the tempo of that drive from Clovis. Got the ball around 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Took 5 minutes off the clock. That is how you'd like to defend this Central East offense. Just keep them over on the sideline as long as possible.
Kickoff is sponsored by Hedrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. This is Della on the return. Now across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59.
Well, it was really Jelani Dipple on the first drive for Central East, escaping pressure, picking up a couple big chunks with his legs. Nice job on the back end from Clovis. Nice job containing Brandon Smith when he touched it. But, you know, number 10 makes quick decisions. He's accurate with the football, but also can move when he gets outside the pocket. He did a nice job on that first drive. Somebody has to account for number 10 on passing plays.
They give it to Smith, and not much there. Stacked up short of the 20. He may lose a yard or two.
Clovis making a concerted effort to not let Brandon Smith beat them. I mean, that's what I would do as well. Coming in, thinking about a defensive game plan against Central. We know they have a lot of weapons. We know Dipple can sling it, but the easiest thing to do is turn around and hand the ball to number 2 and let him go to work. So Clovis, early in this game, just not allowing Brandon Smith to get going, keeping a heavy amount of defenders around the box, around the line of scrimmage. Going to try and force Central East to throw the football.
2nd and 12 after a loss of 2. This is Smith trying to the near side. Breaks a tackle to the 20, to the 30. Cuts back at the 40. Oh, my. He made a move that got everybody oohs and ahs over here on the sideline and in the stands. But all the way out to about the 44-yard line. Let's take another look.
Looked like he was about to step out of bounds and just decides at the last minute to hurdle a defender. Do not let Brandon Smith get outside James Caruso. You have to contain him. Turn him back in to where the other 9 defenders are. Can't let him get to the sideline because those are the things that he can do.
1st and 10 sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Now Dipple back to throw. Going to let it fly. Has a man open. Catch by Bayon Harris. He's still up to the 10-yard line. Another big play. And Central East is knocking on the door just like that.
Motion to empty, a little bit of pressure, but again, Jelani Dipple moving up in the pocket, locates Bayon Harris, getting behind the Clovis defender, and Dipple on the run, stepping up in the pocket, delivers the ball right on the money, and then Bayon Harris, nice job after the catch to pick up a few extra yards.
Please stay tuned for the Epic RV halftime show featuring our scholar athlete. There's man Brandon Smith with a sidestep. Picked up a couple extra yards inside the 5, down to about the 4-yard line.
It just happens so quick. It just happens so quick. Brandon Smith gets to the sideline, then Jelani Dipple steps up, finds Bayon Harris, and now they're inside the 5-yard line.
Throw to the perimeter. It's complete. And a touchdown. Bayon Harris on the catch and a delayed call. A delayed signal on the touchdown over there by the pylon.
I couldn't tell if he stepped out or not, but obviously tonight, great job. E.J. Morgan, the Cal commit, blocking on the edge for his wide receiver teammate Bayon Harris, and Bayon Harris put his head down and bullied his way into the end zone for the second score of the night for the Bengals.
And the extra point is up and through by Juan Ochoa. Quick strike. Just like that, the Bengals have regained the lead at 14-7. You're playing on skates on defense out there.
This offense is just so difficult to defend. You have to account for Brandon Smith. You cannot let Brandon Smith beat you, because he will beat you if you allow him to. So you have to account for him. You have to keep guys close to the line of scrimmage. You have to keep a defensive number advantage in the box so Brandon Smith doesn't have holes to run through. But when you do that, it's one-on-one with E.J. Morgan, and it's one-on-one with Bayon Harris, and it's one-on-one with Kevin Cooks, Titus Thomas, all these receivers who have multiple over 5 touchdowns on the season. Extremely difficult task to try and slow down this Central East offense.
Kickoff is sponsored by Hendricks Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. This is Sterling Edwards on the return. Out across the 20 to about the 21-22 line. And now, if you're Clovis, time to respond again.
Yeah. And you know what you have to do? You can't really exchange with Central. You can't go blow for blow. They just have too many dudes. And Clovis is talented. Sterling Edwards, Carlos Young, James Caruso, Israel Briggs, Deacon Rose. A lot of talent on that Clovis offense. But Central East is so deep. They can attack you in so many different ways. The last drive for Clovis was the blueprint. 5 minutes off the clock. Get into the end zone, but try and control the amount of possessions that Central East gets offensively.
Rose fakes the handoff, pass over to the far side. That's complete. Sterling Edwards out near the 40. Stopped at about the 39-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st and 10. Sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Make the right call.
It looks like man coverage, but Central playing very soft on the perimeter. Just a slant route from Sterling Edwards, and he had a ton of space to run after the catch. Nice job, Deacon Rose. Just first down, nice, easy slant throw right on the money, and then Sterling Edwards doing a nice job with run after catch.
Another pass deflected and caught. That's Briggs. Just across the first down marker, right at midfield. That's a 1st and 10, sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers.
Deacon Rose just wants to throw the ball right. RPO, a ton of space on the perimeter, gets it to his big receiver, Israel Briggs, and another first down conversion on first down for this Clovis Cougar offense.
But time runs out on quarter number 1. The first quarter has been sponsored by Kauai Health. More than medicine, life. We played 1 quarter. It's tied, or 14-7 now. The Bengals have taken the lead. We'll be right back. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals on CW 59. Welcome back, everybody. The second quarter is sponsored by Lee's Air Heating, Roofing, and Plumbing. And they got to pick up the pace, Cam, if they're going to match that 16 touchdowns thing.
I mean, we joked a few weeks ago, 61-49, be interested to see if the Central Clovis basketball game this year beats 61-49. That was a track meet. It was Brandon Smith with big plays. I mean, Deegan Rose, a couple himself. It's a little more what you expect out of a section championship game. These teams know each other very well, and not quite the explosiveness that we saw in that first matchup, but there's a lot of game left, Ralph.
Yeah, and we're happy about that. We're not going to want to go home tonight.
I mean, it does not get better than this, right? Section title, 1 versus 2. Just ultra-talented players all over the football field. A couple of really good coaching staffs. This is high school football at its best.
Caruso breaks out of the pack, still pushing forward, gets it across the 45 to the 44-yard line of Central East.
Man, hit right around the line of scrimmage and just stayed low, kept his legs pumping. He does a really nice job of, I've never seen a running back get as low as Caruso gets and is able to keep his balance. He's just so good at staying balanced in awkward positions. It's got to be that wrestling background that allows him to do that.
2nd and 4. Rose on another slant. Has it complete.
Ooh.
This is Edwards turning on the Jets. Down around the 10-yard line. They'll spot him at about the 7.
Man, we talked about Sterling Edwards being dangerous with the ball in his hands, but I did not know Sterling Edwards had this kind of speed. He almost just sliced right through that Central East secondary and took that to the house. Not an easy task, because there's some dudes on the back end for Central that can really run. Wow, what a throw by Deegan Rose, and what a run after the catch from Sterling Edwards.
Caruso from the 6 gets it down to about the 3. Already had some big plays,
Yeah.
big gainers.
Yeah, Deegan Rose, RPO. That was an RPO. Called run with the pass option. Again, a ton of space on the perimeter. He gets it to Sterling Edwards. Just an easy slant route, and then Sterling Edwards does the rest. Got a big package in here for Clovis.
Everybody in the box for Caruso bounces off that box and delivered a blow, and the late call is the touchdown. Official came in from the side, from the near side, and said he was in.
James Caruso. Not sure. It looked like someone from Central, the helmet got popped off. I don't think they took it off. I'm not sure where the flag came from. But, man, James Caruso, my goodness.
Yeah,
just ran right through a Central East defender to get into the end zone.
Unfortunately, taunting on the offensive team.
Our referee tonight is Chris Cogan. The umpire, Kevin Matsuoka. The head linesman is Charles Burrell. Line judge, John Delgado. Side judge, Cody Williams. Field judge, Matthew Williams. The back judge, Wade Van Hooser. The extra point by Andrew Garcia is good, and we are even again, 14-14 with 10:16 to go in the second quarter.
Deegan Rose on the RPO. Again on the RPO, just making good decisions. And then Sterling Edwards, man, so impressive with the ball in his hands after the catch. And then James Caruso, dragging dudes into the end zone. Let's go.
The drive summary sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra.
Just trying to catch his breath before he comes back and has to try and tackle Brandon Smith on this possession.
Try and keep him out of the game, right?
This is a big task for James Caruso tonight, but he's up for it. He has come ready to play, running hard, making guys miss, and just a physical run to get into the end zone for the second time tonight.
Kickoff is sponsored by Hendricks Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Nice return out across the 40 to about the 43 by Jones. Tonight's streaming sponsor is Stockdale Podiatry. We treat your feet.
Not a big return, but great field position for Central because of that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Clovis after the touchdown, starting at their own 43-yard line. It is really good field position for an offense that like Central East possesses.
Dipple to throw. Has Smith complete at about the 48-yard line, taken down by Caruso. No rest. No break.
I like Caruso, man. He's just here to ball. That's it. Doesn't care if he's playing offense, playing defense, one-on-one with Brandon Smith. Makes a nice tackle in space and then stares down the Central East sideline. He is locked all the way in tonight.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Hands it off to Smith. Finds an opening. Breaks to the outside. Down the hash marks. Inside the 45. Push back, but he will get progress in another 1st and 10. Sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Make the right call. They'll spot him at the 43.
Should not have been a first down. He should have been tackled right around the line of scrimmage where Brandon Smith just making guys miss in space. I mean, he's bottled up and just is able to find space, bounce outside again, break a tackle. Lolo finally brings him down, but a play where he was bottled up turns into a first down.
Pass comes to the near side, complete to Harris, out of bounds at around the 40. Gain of about 3.
Yeah, well defended by Clovis that time. Just a high percentage throw for Jelani Dipple, getting it to Bayon Harris, trying to get a block, but well defended by Clovis on that first down play. Just mixing it up a little bit on first down. It's been a pretty steady dose of Brandon Smith on first down for Central East. That time, get it to Bayon Harris. Nice job on defense from Clovis.
2nd and 7. Dipple has the pass. Complete right around the 30-yard line. Kevin Cooks is the receiver. You can watch a replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube and search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59 and click on the FNR logo. Tonight's game will be available early next week. That play was good enough for a 1st and 10, sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Now from the 30, Harris with a stop and go. Smith with a stop and go. It's nice when you can kind of lay back and give him the dead leg and take off again.
Yeah, he moves differently than just about everybody else on the football field. You know, almost 200 pounds, 6 feet, going to Arizona because he's just so explosive. He looks so effortless when he moves. A little more speed than Clifton Smith, his uncle, but same change of direction movement that he possesses.
2nd and 3. Look at that opening. Touchdown, Smith.
Those are the type of plays that we talked about pregame, Ralph, that you just can't let Brandon Smith rip off these big chunk plays. That time, 23 yards, untouched into the end zone, puts 1 foot in the ground, changes direction, accelerates. Next thing you know, he's flipping the ball to the referee because he's in the end zone.
Touchdown is sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner.
Another kind of methodical drive from Central East. Jelani Dippo getting it out quickly, finding some guys down the field, and then Brandon Smith just doing what Brandon Smith does, being special with the ball in his hands. We see it here, making 4 or 5 guys miss. Looks like he's bottled up. Turns really nothing into something, and then Dipple right on the money down the field to move the sticks, and then
but look at that hole.
It's just way too easy for somebody like Brandon Smith. They collapse that defensive end down. Outside linebacker does not peel back, and Brandon Smith is off to the races.
The drive summary sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra. The Bengals have regained the lead. It's 21-14, 7:56 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals.
We are here with the Central East Bengals, who are making a difference at their campus and in their community. Sam, you're part of Peer Connectors. Share with our viewers, what are the Peer Connectors?
Peer Connector on campus basically help new and current students find resources, help connect with new students, and make new friends. And if you need help with navigating your resources and need help with classes, events, whatever, we are your go-to people, and we basically prepare for face-off and most importantly have fun.
Right. And Sam, you mentioned face-off, so go Yang, what was face-off?
Face-off is an event where you kind of just engage with people, you kind of play fun activities. It's like a safe place for everyone to engage, and it's like just a place where you can share your emotions. You get to play fun games, and there's good food, and it's an all-day event, and I definitely recommend everyone to go to it and sign up for it.
Wonderful. Time of connection and community. And then Anissa, tis the season, Holiday Joy. Share with us what that's going to be.
Holiday Joy is a Central Unified food drive that we have, and each class donates and brings canned goods and non-perishable items.
Fantastic. And then, Justin, when and where can we expect this?
So it's going to be on December 20th, and it's going to be at Central Unified Schools. It's either going to be in their parking lots or in another area, but keep a lookout for the flyers.
We will. Central Valley, let's follow the lead of the Bengals of Central East High School and make that difference. Ralph, Cam, back to you. Oh, that was really good. Really good. Really good.
Can't hear Rob.
Cougars are going back on offense with Rose at quarterback. 7:56 to go before halftime. Now trailing by a touchdown. Caruso still on his feet. Picked up at least an extra 5 yards. Out to about the 27, 28-yard line.
He was the workhorse last time. He's the workhorse again tonight. James Caruso lost it. I don't know if you call that a towel hanging out the back, what that is, but he lost it, just tucked it back in. That's It's the smallest, thinnest towel I've ever seen hanging out of somebody's pants.
I wouldn't recommend trying to tackle him by grabbing that.
He can do whatever he wants, though. If he's playing like that, you wear whatever you want, James Caruso. No gloves, tape on the knuckles, all good.
He gained 8 on that play, and this time's going to be stopped for no gain.
Thought Clovis would be a little bit more aggressive in trying to stop Brandon Smith. They've really kind of sat in a cover 2 shell and have played a little bit soft, just not trying to allow Central East to hit those big chunk plays over the top. Central's been really aggressive defensively. They've loaded the box, playing man coverage on the perimeter, but Clovis has done a nice job of mixing up run pass to keep Central a little bit off balance.
Needs to get to the 30 for the first down, and just does get it. Tonight's End Zone Camera is sponsored by Herc Equipment. We equip customers and communities to build a brighter future. Go to hercreynolds.com.
No weather like last week. A little more comfortable tonight. Last week was tough.
Got a great view, though.
Yeah. It's got to be a little chilly up there, right? That's high.
Rose looking deep. Throwing down the far sideline. Has a man out there. Caught. Carlos Young on the receiving end of a perfectly thrown pass.
Perfectly thrown pass because Jonte Della was running step for step with Carlos Young. Great coverage, but Carlos Young does a nice job giving Deegan Rose space on the sideline. He didn't allow Della to force him wider than he wanted to be. He gave Deegan Rose a little bit of space to put that one over his outside shoulder. Did a great job of adjusting to that one for a big chunk play for the Cougars.
It's a 1st and 10, sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Make the right call. And now on 1st down.
No.
There he goes. Breaking into the secondary. 10-5. Touchdown. 3rd of the night for Caruso.
Just like that, going blow for blow with the Bengals. Deegan Rose drops one in the bucket to Carlos Young, and then James Caruso in the end zone for the 3rd time in the first half tonight. Doesn't even look tired. Going both ways. Scoring 3 touchdowns in the first half. James Caruso, that time, huge hole created by this Clovis Cougar offensive front. Talked about it before the game. Got to control the line of scrimmage, and they have done that offensively tonight.
Yeah, the extra point was good. So we've drawn back even. 21-21. Here's another look.
Caruso just barely picking up that first down, falling forward. And then Deegan Rose just can't wait to see that in a Bulldogs uniform, Ralph. Carlos Young, nice job, though. And then pulling a couple guys around Caruso, breaking 1 tackle. Nobody else in the way of Caruso. And this Clovis Cougar offensive front starting to impose their will in the run game a little bit on the Central East defense.
The Drive Summary is sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra.
6 touchdowns up, 10 to go to catch last time.
Well, it picked up the pace a little bit.
Moving at a good
Yes.
pace right now.
Kickoff is sponsored by Hendrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Jones on the return. Out across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. So the fun continues. Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Poulos coming up on the CW 59.
Yeah, see if this Clovis Cougar defense can get a stop tonight. Have yet to do that.
Pass complete to Titus Thomas, and he breaks free out across the 40-yard line to about the 45. That'll be another 1st and 10, sponsored by BD&J Injury Lawyers. Make the right call, and they keep coming at you.
Just both of these quarterbacks making such great decisions. Again, another RPO. It could go to Brandon Smith. Jelani Dipple pulls it out, able to find Thomas. He breaks a tackle, gets to the sideline, and now Central's at midfield. One play into the drive.
Now it's Smith. Stacked up after a game of about 2 or 3. Please stay tuned for the Epic RV halftime show featuring our educator spotlight. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. Dipple lets it go, and there he goes. Touchdown, Kevin Cooks. Wow.
If you like scoring, Ralph, this is the game for you. It looked like Dipple almost mishandled that snap and then comes up and just fires a laser to Kevin Cooks on the money, hits him in stride. Again, just a little in-breaking route, beats his coverage inside, and then just another one of these receivers for Central East that when the ball is in their hands is so dangerous. Poor angle by the post safety coming downhill.
Extra point, no good. That could be big.
Ooh. Yeah, only blemish so far for the Central East offense. Not converting that PAT.
That touchdown sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner.
Low RPO. Titus Thomas, nice job running after the catch. And then Dipple just poor snap and poor angle from the post safety. Dalton Bird coming downhill on Kevin Cooks. Just knows exactly where a receiver is going to be, and that's a laser route. He barely picked the snap up off the ground and was able to just deliver a dart.
Drive summary sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra. The kickoff is sponsored by Hendricks Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Touchback on the kickoff. That took a minute and 3 seconds to score after the time.
Pace has picked up a little bit in the second quarter. These offenses are too good. These quarterbacks are too good. They have too many weapons to distribute the football to. You can try and take one thing away, but they will find an answer to exploit where you're weak because you're taking something away. This is a very high-level offensive high school football game.
Right now, it looks like the team that makes a couple of big defensive plays is going to win the game.
Whenever that happens, whenever we can get one. Central one stop tonight, that's been it.
Rose going to throw, going deep, looking for Briggs out there, incomplete. He was locked up with Smith. Second down.
Yeah, nice job by Brandon Smith. I mean, they're playing man coverage on the perimeter just across the board. And Brandon Smith has been lined up across from Israel Briggs all night long. A little bit of hand fighting with the ball in the air, but nobody really looking for the football, which is why I think that flag didn't come out. Briggs wanted a flag, but looked like both guys physical with each other. I think why that was a no call, and I think a good no call.
Caruso on second down. Good tackle there by Chris Perry. Otherwise, he might have had some room to roam.
Very nice tackle from Chris Perry coming over. A couple of guys pulls around. Chris Perry coming from the opposite side of the defense, working his way all the way across, doing a nice job getting Caruso on the ground. Because you're right, if he doesn't tackle him, Caruso is off to the races. 3rd and 5 here for Clovis. 4 minutes left in this first half. Central East gets the ball coming out of halftime. Big 3rd down here in the first half.
Rose to throw. Incomplete. And here comes a very late flag from back on the other side of midfield. They're going to get somebody for interference, looks like.
Yeah, I think Xavier Jones, I think it's a good call, too. He was press man with no help. Nice job. Carlos Young off the line of scrimmage. I think Xavier Jones did a nice job off the line of scrimmage, but you see he'll tug right here. He's holding Carlos Young right there on the back of the jersey. That's a good call. Affected Carlos Young's ability to catch that football, because I think he doesn't do that. That's a completion, and Clovis is still on the field. Legit defensive pass interference call.
So the Cougars have it first down at their own 40. Caruso up the middle into the secondary, and he's gone. James Caruso's 4th touchdown of the night. 60 yards.
This dude came to play tonight, Ralph. Came to play. James Caruso, 4 touchdowns in the first half. Central East, again, man coverage across the board. The problem with that is if Caruso can get to the second level, there's nobody there to account for him in the run game. And that time just nearly completely untouched, right through the teeth of that Central defense to the house.
And the touchdown is sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner. With the extra point, Cougars take the lead, 28-27. That took 1 minute. And we are back on pace for 16 touchdowns tonight.
James Caruso almost took this one to the house. Great tackle, Chris Perry. There's the defensive pass interference call on 3rd down. And then just inside zone, out of the gap from the Central East defense, and nobody is there to bring Caruso down.
The drive summary is sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra. I'm having flashbacks to the last time we did these two with the 16 touchdowns, where I'm calling out one sponsor before another one happens, and I can't get them done fast enough. Like now, the kickoff is sponsored by Hendricks Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. The return out across the 25 where I can breathe.
Take a little breath. Yeah, I mean, it's two heavyweights going at it, no doubt about it. We talked about it before the game. 2 very experienced quarterbacks with a lot of weapons at their disposal. What we didn't really necessarily account for was the big play ability that James Caruso has shown tonight from the jump too. 2nd drive of the night, making guys miss, getting in space. The explosiveness that he's brought in the run game to this Clovis offense has been impressive tonight.
Over the last 4 minutes on the clock, we've had 3 touchdowns. And now the fire alarm is going off.
Scoring too quickly. Nobody really seems to be bothered by this, though.
No, I'm good. You all right?
I'm good. I'm good. Don't want to slow this down. Chance for Clovis here, though. Chance for Clovis. Get a stop before the end of this first half.
Loss of a yard on first down. 2nd down play now out across the 30. That's Harris. So all of a sudden a big 3rd down play, because you're going to give the ball back to a hot Clovis offense with time to score 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, the way it's been going, no doubt. 2:40 left, ton of time, and Central does get the ball coming out of halftime, so huge opportunity right here for Clovis to really steal a possession at the end of this first half.
Dipple throwing deep, has a man out there, over the shoulder catch, and goodbye. Oh, holy cow. Touchdown, Bengals. Xavier Jones.
Xavier Jones, man up in the slot. Jelani Dipple, great protection from that Central East offensive line, and Xavier Jones just runs right by the Clovis Cougar defender. Jelani Dipple drops it right in the bucket, catches it in stride, and is off to the races.
Woo! Touchdown is sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner.
Central East going for 2.
And they give it to Brandon Smith. He is in for the 2-point conversion.
Great protection for Jelani Dipple, and that matchup is going to be won by Xavier Jones way more times than it's going to be lost. Aaron Torrance just cannot keep up with number 0. You cannot give Jelani Dipple that clean of a pocket, because this is what he's going to do. Just hit receivers in stride. And Xavier Jones does the rest, celebrating with his teammate before he even gets into the end zone.
About a 70-yard play. The drive summary is sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sia.
Then a little wildcat to get into the end zone. Nice job. Extra point we thought could make a difference, not so much.
35-28. Central East back on top. Ochoa to kickoff. Kickoff is sponsored by Hedrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Ochoa with a deep, deep kick into the end zone and through for a touchback.
.218 is an eternity for either one of these offenses tonight. But Clovis, an opportunity here. Tie this thing up before halftime, knowing Central East gets the ball coming out of halftime.
Well, we've had 6 touchdowns in this quarter. These are like video game numbers.
Yeah, they took it slow in the first quarter, just heating up. Still man coverage across the board from Central East defensively. See where Deacon Rose goes with this ball.
Deep drop. Deep throw. Briggs can't hang on. Brandon Smith got there just after the ball got there and jarred it loose. Second down.
Honestly thought Brandon Smith was going to pick this ball off when it was thrown. He's been on Israel Briggs all night long. He was tracking this football, but Briggs does a really nice job reaching out, almost bringing that one in, but Brandon Smith delivering a shot right as that ball got there. That's a receiver committed to the University of Miami and a running back going to Arizona who could also play safety at Arizona if he wanted to, and could probably continue playing that position as a professional. He is a special, special athlete.
Second down. Rose going to throw again. Looking over the middle. Now he's in trouble. Gets away to the sideline and passes to Briggs, complete, and then steps out of bounds.
Yeah, an answer for Clovis is Central running man coverage, doing a nice job of anything vertically down the field. That time, run some shallow crossers, try to run some defenders off. Briggs gets open. Deacon Rose does a nice job avoiding pressure and finding Briggs right on the sideline to set up this 3rd and short.
And maybe this is Caruso time again. A lot of guys up there, the handoff. And the ball may have come out. Let's see. Yes. Central East has it. That's Ochoa coming out with the football. So a turnover inside the 30.
Wow. You said it earlier, Ralph. This game might come down to some big plays on defense. And here's the first one of the night. Caruso battling for yards like he always does, but the ball was just ripped out of his hands. Ochoa just ripped it out of his hands before he was down. Right here, number 8, right in the middle of the screen. Just pulling that ball out. At Central East, 1:33 left. 3 timeouts, plenty of time inside the Clovis 30.
Dangerous pass over the far side, but it's complete. Harris made the catch. About a yard short of the first down, maybe 2.
1:15. No rush. Central still 3 timeouts. Can still run it to give it to Brandon Smith.
And this time it is Smith. Breaks a tackle, but won't get away from Caruso, but a flag comes in. That might have been a face mask. Couple of flags.
Yeah, I think he ripped his helmet off. Brandon Smith is okay. That's good to see. That was a pretty violent face mask from James Caruso.
That'll get him even closer to the
great spin move in the backfield just to get away from one tackle, and then, oh yeah, that's...
Like he went back to get some more.
In the NFL, that'll cost you like 35 grand right there, Ralph. That's an expensive mistake. I'm just glad Brandon Smith's okay. That's a dangerous play. Full speed play. No ill intent from James Caruso at all. Just a dangerous play. And Central East, 50 seconds left. 3 timeouts, taking their time. Don't want to leave any time on the clock for the Clovis Cougar offense at the end of this first half.
1st and 10 in the Toyota red zone. From the 11, Smith trying to pick his way through defenders, still churning down to the 5. And it looks like a timeout's going to be called now. Stopping the clock with 24 seconds to go. Whew.
Yeah, take a breath,
Thank you.
I mean, this second quarter has been absolutely nonstop, and you said it earlier, Ralph. I mean, we're talking about these offenses going back and forth and big chunk plays, and you said it. It might come down to a big defensive play. And Central East is able to get that here in the second quarter. Now they have to cash it in to points. They get the ball coming out of the locker room after halftime. So up 7 right now, an opportunity to go up 2 scores, knowing that you get the kickoff coming out of halftime could be a really, really huge momentum swing, point swing in this championship game.
Dipple throws to the end zone. Harris, touchdown. Oh, my. What an athletic play for the score.
I don't know how that just happened. I don't know how that happened.
Touchdown is sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner.
Again, Jelani Dipple didn't even get the snap cleanly, and he just tosses it up to Bayon Harris. Sterling Edwards is in perfect position to make a play. Bayon Harris just goes up over the top and brings it in. I still didn't think he completed the catch. And then we see touchdown. Oh, man, we have got to take another look at that. Bayon Harris, man. big grown man play in the back of the end zone. All came from this one mistake from Clovis in this first half, and it was Caruso putting it on the ground. Then half the distance to the goal penalty, and here's Dipple didn't even control the ball, just tosses it up, and wow.
Well, when you got guys who can go get it like that, you can do that.
I mean, I think Sterling Edwards even gave him the seatbelt. He thought he did a good job on this play, and he did. Got his hand on the ball, but Bayon Harris comes down with it. Wow. All I can say is wow.
The drive summary sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra. And the kickoff is sponsored by Hendricks Chevrolet, #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. It's a touchback. I'm starting to cramp up.
Need to get an IV at halftime. Make sure you're good to go for the second half.
Oh, my. This second quarter has been sponsored by Lee's Air Heating, Roofing, and Plumbing.
Well, Clovis got to go. 3 timeouts. I mean, you have to try to push this ball down the football field. Central not playing man coverage, playing some looser zone coverage. Maybe a little confused. Matt Lee, former Fresno State Bulldog, a little upset running the defense for Kyle Biggs. Just can't give something big up. You cannot give Clovis a free score here. 19 seconds. Clock stops if you pick up a first down, go out of bounds. Clovis does have 3 timeouts, so they can run it against this loose zone. Try to get past the 50. We know Deegan Rose can sling it, so maybe a Hail Mary opportunity. Try to hit one of these explosive receivers, Sterling Edwards, Carlos Young, Israel Briggs on a vertical route. Could give it to Caruso, see if he can make something happen against this loose zone defense as well. So, but you have to try to do something. Try to pick up a couple of chunks on these first 2 plays so you have an opportunity to try to send a Hail Mary into the end zone.
And the Bengals can't let anybody get behind their defense in that secondary. So here we go. Rose flushed out of the pocket, and he's sacked. Diallo McCoy with the sack. And the clock continues to run, and time will run out. What a first half. 7 touchdowns in that quarter. 10 touchdowns in the half. Got another half to play.
Just getting started, just getting warmed up.
42-28 at halftime. Just look at some of the amazing highlights. Brandon Smith.
It started off slow, right? Didn't score till 4 minutes into the game. Then Brandon Smith goes in. Caruso answers. Jelani Dipple to Bayon Harris, getting a nice block from E.J. Morgan on the sideline. Caruso again just bowling over the defender. So again, Brandon Smith, just so much space. Huge hole from that Central East offensive line. Caruso, same thing. Makes a couple guys miss, and then he's off to the races in space. Dipple hitting Kevin Cooks. Poor angle by the safety. Cooks takes advantage. Dipple to Xavier Jones, man coverage, and then this one, Bayon Harris, just going up and making a tremendous play to bring that one in.
Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Out there, one team scores, the other responds right away. What's going to be the difference to get this championship?
Whoever gets the most stops. That's what it's going to come down to, stops.
All right, and great job getting that fumble recovery. What kind of momentum does that pose for you guys going into the second half?
We didn't score to come out in the second half. It's a pretty good, sets up pretty nicely to get the game going and get us where we want to be.
All right, what a championship it is. Coach, go get with your guys. Coach Biggs there. Ralph Cam, we got one going on. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Coach. We are at halftime. It's a 42-28. That's right, 42-28 at halftime with Central East leading the Clovis Cougars. The ultimate winner is going to be the section champion. We'll come back with more. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Halftime is sponsored by Epic RV, hooking you up at halftime. And to take us through our halftime tonight, we send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
And we welcome you to the Epic RV halftime show. It is time for our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by BD&J Injury Lawyers. And of course, this is the one, Central East senior, Jalen Jackson. Jalen, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. A little chilly out here, but we'll warm it up a little bit. All right, I'm going to brag on you right away. 4.11 GPA, y'all. So he's taking care of business in the classroom. And we'd like to know, what sport do you participate in here at Central East?
At Central East, I'm currently running track and field.
All right, and how about your events?
I mostly focus on hurdles, but my coach wants me to run the forward just to improve my 300 hurdles, and then I run the 4x4 when the guys really need me. And so I'm really a team player when it comes to that.
Absolutely. Coaches are always trying to do that too, Jalen, aren't they, right? Trying to get you better. But you've had some success. Share with us how far you went last year in track and field in the hurdles.
Starting out the season, it was pretty rough. I came off a hammy injury, but I really persevered and really thought it over, challenged myself, and made it all the way to state in 110 hurdles. Day one, ran a 14.2, and placed 12 overall.
Fantastic. And then goals for this season? Day two?
110, I want to run anything below in the 13s. That's my personal goal. And then 300s, I want to run the 36 and make it hopefully win state, but I hope to make it in state for both my events. But I'm praying I win.
Right on. We might have a future Olympian here, y'all. I don't know how you get over those hurdles, Jalen. I just don't know. But you've got the technique. Hey, and then you are giving back to our elementary students as an athlete. Share with us a little bit about what you do.
Right now, I'm currently participating in a club called Athletes for Readers. It's a club where all the athletes, whether you're in basketball, volleyball, track, football, we go to the local elementary schools, read to TK all the way to third, even sixth grade. We read to them about little storybooks, and then just giving back to the community, giving them that chance to read storybooks. It's really nice. It's a really nice club.
I really look forward to seeing you each and every time you visit, giving back just like Vince Wesson did. All right, now, not to hurry you along in your senior year, but college is right around the corner. What are we thinking?
Right now, I currently went to two visits. I went to Cal State Fullerton back in October, about the 22nd, and then a couple weeks ago, I went to Panoma, Cal Poly Panoma, which is very nice. A little rainy, but it's a nice visit overall. And then I have one more visit next week, next Tuesday, going to Fresno Pacific, and then hopefully after that I'll be ready to commit to one of those colleges.
It's an enjoyable time, yeah. And, I'm an alum of Fresno Pacific, so I'm just saying, go Sunbirds. All right, so now, Jalen, you become eligible for a $5,000 scholarship, courtesy of BD&J Injury Lawyers. Sounds pretty good, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, and we wish you all the best. Ladies and gentlemen, our Vince Wesson, scholar athlete from Central East High School, Jalen Jackson. And we'll be back with more Epic RV Halftime Show right after this. I don't know how you just get all those hurdles. Welcome back to the Epic RV Halftime Show for our Educator Spotlight featuring our illustrious principals, of course, from Central East High School. We've got Brad Edmonds, and from the Clovis High School, we've got Matt Lucas. It seems like yesterday, you guys, that we were doing this. It was a little warmer, but can I just say thank you very much for this game? I mean, we are throwing haymakers out there, and our audience is loving it thanks to these two guys right here. So, Thanksgiving coming up. Our students, our staff, we're on vacation. I'm sure we've been thankful for quite a lot. What are we thankful for, Brad, at Central East High School?
I'm just really thankful for the generosity of our staff and students and the community and the work that we're doing with giving out food and Beautify Fresno. So just thankful for all the hard work the staff puts in.
What an inspiration there. And then Matt Lucas, the Cougars, what are we thankful for?
Well, we're thankful. Obviously, it's just a great community. The Clovis High community is representing well. And same as Brad said, our community is raising food and donations for the community. But also just the teachers and the staff just bringing a positive attitude every day, providing opportunities. I mean, the crowd coming out tonight, I'm just thankful for the Clovis High community, always representing wherever we are.
Great school spirit on both sides, but y'all traveled well tonight, and well you should, because this is a game, the championship, and we want to say thank you to Matt and to Brad for hosting us. We're going to be back with more Epic RV Halftime Show right after this. Thankful for you guys. We are back with the Epic RV halftime show, and it's now time for the Les Schwab feature and the Cheer Challenge tire roll. But of course, we thank Les Schwab, our sponsor. And yes, we get the tires. Yes, the rotation, the balance, oil change, the protection, the free safety checks, all those wonderful things. Les Schwab is a part of our community, giving back to these Central Section Championships so we can have these in all of our sports, giving back to youth groups, to our fairs, and always the toy drive coming up, always a part of and contributor of our community so that we can thrive and be successful, because doing what's right matters to Les Schwab. And doing what's right now is the tire roll. Now, it's going to be a little bit innovative. We've got our one super jumbo Les Schwab tire, and we're going to go for time here, y'all, to see who it's going to be. Will it be the Central East Bengals? Yep, they're concentrating, right? Are y'all ready? You're good? Yeah. Everybody's good? Yeah. We focus? Yeah. We've got two more over here. All right, and they're going to go for time. Timekeeper, are we ready? On your marks. Get set, go! And they're off. That was a really good start. Balanced tire. They're going for time. Pushing it real good. A little wobbly. Time, okay? All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, FNR fam, we're going to get set with the Clovis High Cougars, and they're going to start at the goal line, make their way to the 50, a.k.a. the 50-yard line, halfway point, and then we're going to see what their time is. Timepiece, what do we have? 13.40 on the dot. If you want to set your time right now, you could double check. This will be a very innovative, very interactive approach. Here it is, the Clovis High Cougars. On your marks! Get set! Go! Oh my gosh! They're a little wobbly, but they're coming strong. Moving along. They're coming right at us. Heads up! Heads up! Go Cougars! All the way! There it was. Oh my gosh! Our time person. I don't know, you just ran over the time person. All right, hang on. I'm gonna look at it. Let me look. All right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, all right, and I want to be very real with you.
You're gonna let us.
I'm going to be transparent, okay? So Central East, their time was 13.40.
Okay.
13.40. Okay. And Clovis High Cougars, your time was 10.61. The Clovis High Cougars. Hey, great job. There's a lot of enthusiasm. Listen to your student section. Yes. Okay, so we have to know, how did you get it done tonight?
We just ran! We ran!
You did all those things. Eat, pray, love. Clovis High Cougars got it done. Congratulations. One more time, the Cougars. All right. Wow. That was close. And that was pretty cool. Les Schwab tires. And now, how about we enjoy some highlights from around the nation, courtesy of Friday Night Rivals. Check it out.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Raw, nice cut move. And a hurdle. He's still on his feet. Are you kidding me? Caleb Ron, touchdown. Oh, my goodness. What did he just do?
He will roll right. Under pressure. Still on his feet. Trying to find somebody downfield. He's in trouble. He'll throw it to the back of the end zone. The receiver's wide open. Touchdown, McQueen.
Michael Henry got his field goal blocked, caught it, and said, look what I found. Touchdown. In one of the most bizarre football plays you will ever see.
Throws it downfield to the middle of the field. What a catch, coming up and grabbing the ball. Maddox.
One-handed catch. Are you kidding me?
Another rush. They're going to throw the screen, and it's intercepted. How about the big fella, Akeem Davis? Davis staying on his feet. Look at him go. Davis.
It's like a scrum.
They can't bring him down. Akeem Davis is still moving at the 30. At the 25, he snuck out of there. Are you kidding me? Akeem Davis, he is in for the touchdown.
55-yard field goal from the left hash. The kick is up, and it's good! At the buzzer, Bryant is the hero for the Buccaneers. Buddy, I don't know if any of you feel like you've played a half of football like we have. We've got the oxygen on order. Hey, be sure to join us next Friday as we broadcast the Central Section CIF Championship game right here on CW 59. And halftime has been sponsored by Epic RV, hooking you up at halftime.
That was quite a second quarter.
7 touchdowns, 10 in the half, so we're on pace for 20 touchdowns. Wow.
The regular season matchup was just a warm-up for the section championship.
I never expected anything like this.
I mean, we knew, right? These two offenses are pretty special. We saw it 61-49 the first time, so we knew what we were getting into, but 7 touchdowns in a quarter is just wild. And
Caruso with the 4 scores.
Man, early in the game, he was the guy for Clovis. They were bottled up. He picked up a couple. This is a big third down conversion on their first touchdown drive. Got into the end zone to cap it off. God, I love that kind of run and just running through people. And then here, just bouncing out of a hole into an open space and gone. Brandon Smith, he almost high-stepped a little early. Brandon Smith almost caught him.
60 yards.
And he was a huge weapon for this Clovis offense. I'm really interested to see if Clovis tries to steal a possession here. Central looks like they are ready if they try to do anything, bunch kick or onside kick, but Clovis does need to steal a possession somewhere in this half.
Tonight's closed captioning is sponsored by Sante Health Physicians, the best doctors, the best care.
Caruso, Sterling Edwards, Carlos Young, all down here on the bottom of the screen on this kickoff unit for Clovis.
It is an onside kick, recovered by the Bengals. Eli Mann right there to make that catch.
Freshman. It's a freshman just stepping up and snagging an onside kick in a Central Section championship game. I mean, that was confident, too. He took us one step up and snagged it. I like it from Clovis, though. You
just
have to
earned his stripes.
That's right. You have to try and steal one. You give the ball to Central at the 20 or the 50. They can still score from anywhere on the field.
Dipple to throw on first down. Has a man wide open, caught, touchdown, E.J. Morgan. I'm sorry. Wow, okay.
Well, I said it. I love it from Clovis. Try to steal a possession. You have to try to steal them because this Central East offense is so good. And there it is. Man coverage, one play. Dipple gets protection and delivers a strike.
And the touchdown sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner. That was about a 49-yarder.
Quick drive summary, little play action. Dipple moving look at that. Moving to his left, manipulating the pocket, and just drops a dime right in the bucket. Hits E.J. Morgan perfectly in stride, who had beaten his defender. Just such a high-level quarterback play from Jelani Dipple.
Last thing the Cougars wanted. By the way, the drive summary is sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra.
I mean, the reason I like that from Clovis, as I said, Central can score just as quickly from the 20 as they can from the 50. So you might as well try and steal one because you need some possessions. You have yet to stop this Central East offense all night long. You're going to have to figure out some ways to steal some possessions in the second half.
That kickoff was sponsored by Hendrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. And now let's see if they can keep pace. This is not what you wanted if you're a Clovis. This is just what you were afraid of them coming out, scoring before halftime, and then coming out and scoring on their first possession. You kind of expected a drive, right? No, that didn't happen. One play, boom.
That turnover at the end of the first half, I mean, looming extremely large right now in this football game, allowed Central to put that last touchdown in the first half on the board, and now they have opened up a 21-point lead.
Caruso breaking tackles out across the 20.
I mean, he's very patient, too. He really is. Allowing blocks to develop, not, getting vertical too quickly before he sees a crease, allows those blocks to move defenders, and he does a nice job of inserting himself when he does see some space. I mean, he's a very polished running back for just a high school sophomore.
Pressured, gets away from it, dumps it off, incomplete. Okay, third down play. So, and I'm thinking maybe that last play, the last touchdown play, that might have been this week's dynamite play. You come out, boom.
Yep. Yeah, try to steal a possession if you're Clovis, and then, what do you know? Someone lit a match.
Rose going deep, has a man out there, incomplete. Della was step for step with the intended receiver. Fourth down.
Yeah, I mean, it's early in the game, 11 minutes left in the third quarter. I'm a little surprised that Clovis is punting this ball away. I mean, you cannot give the ball to Central at your own 22-yard line with this much time left, but you haven't,
at the 50 and boom,
you haven't stopped them all night long. So, you more than likely give Central the ball. That is not legal.
Yeah, the punt rolls down to just outside the 30-yard line. And they'll probably have to kick it again.
A little miscommunication that time. Whole lot of guys moving when the ball was snapped. That you cannot do that.
Yeah, but it's worth a try.
Didn't get away with it, right? Almost like maybe they were trying to get Central to jump off by using some motion. Just couldn't quite get it done. I mean, that's a tough blow, right? You're Clovis, you talk over everything at halftime, you try the onside kick to open the second half, and then, as you said, boom. Next play, that dynamite goes off, and
then on offense, you go 3 and out.
You're kind of reeling at this point.
Della on the punt. Dropped immediately at midfield. And this is where the trouble started last time.
Yeah, right. Same spot on the field.
Yeah.
Deep shot, play 1, coming out of halftime, little play action.
Kyle Biggs is going to keep the pedal to the metal here, too.
You have to.
Can't relax.
You have to against this Clovis offense. You absolutely have to.
Titus Thomas. Out of bounds, short of the first down. Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW 59.
Man, got to give some love to E.J. Morgan tonight. Just caught that deep touchdown, the 50-yarder, but he has been blocking on the perimeter all night long. First target on that last touchdown, first reception, but he has been busting his butt, blocking for his teammates on the perimeter all night.
That looked like a dangerous pass. Going to be incomplete, out of bounds. But Dipple was harassed as he was trying to get rid of that one. He sees the pressure.
Yeah, took a shot too.
And nearly completed it.
Yeah, just a little behind Brandon Smith. I don't think he quite had full possession before he slid out of bounds.
3rd and about 3.
3rd and 3, probably 4 down territory right here for Central.
Smith's going to have the first down. 40, 30, cuts it back, 20, inside the 15-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10. Sponsored by Les Schwab Tires.
You have him bottled up, and he's just too good. He just makes a guy miss, accelerates away from other defenders, puts his foot in the ground, gets vertical, and takes off. I mean, the Clovis, they had him. Just keep contained, keep him in that box, and you let him get outside, and he's too dangerous in space.
In the Toyota red zone, Smith a handoff, and he's going to be stopped short of the 15.
Nice tackle by James Caruso.
Tonight's Smile Cam is sponsored by Toyota. One of our favorites, right? The Smile Cam every week.
Especially the cheerleader Smile Cam. They know how to smile. Do it all the time.
Dipple has it, passes, complete in the end zone, touchdown, Harris. Just that easy.
Jelani Dipple, Ralph. I mean, he has full control of this offense. Another RPO where he just holds it in Brandon Smith's belly, so you think it's a run. He pulls it out and delivers a strike to Bayon Harris, who had beaten his defender inside.
Touchdown is sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner.
And just like that, a 14-point lead turns into a 28-point lead. 5 plays, 50 yards. Took him 4 more plays than that first possession, same distance. But Brandon Smith, 3rd and 3, bottled up. You have to keep him contained. You let him get out, and then Jelani Dipple just is too easy to Bayon Harris. It is too easy.
The drive summary is sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra.
I mean, picking a player of the game tonight is going to be very, very difficult.
Yes. Well, let's see. Dipple has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 6 touchdown passes, so he has gone over 50 on the year. He has 51 for the season. I think he's the leader in the clubhouse.
He has 1 more year left with, I know E.J. Morgan's gone, but Bayon Harris is back. Kevin Cooks is back. Titus Thomas is back. Titus Thomas is just a sophomore. Jonte Della is back. I mean,
they'll be okay.
Brandon Smith will not be here, but outside of that, Xavier Jones will be back. I mean, this team will be loaded once again next season.
Caruso, tough to bring down, that's for sure. Should have been a loss or no gain. Made something out of that one.
He's tough, man. Said it before the game. Toughest guy in the field, number 6. Going to go straight from football to wrestling. Just a sophomore, very polished. Physical on defense as well.
Yeah, we'll hear from him the next couple of years.
No doubt.
Rose throwing deep again. Has a man out there and can't haul it in. He had some space. Carlos Young, the intended receiver, he had gotten out ahead of the defender.
Yeah, he beat Xavier Jones, and Deegan Rose put this right on the money. These are the type of plays that Clovis needed tonight from their weapons. We've seen Sterling Edwards do it. We've seen Israel Briggs do it. We saw Carlos Young do it one time on a deep ball in the first half, but that's just the ball that Carlos Young has got to come up with, because if he catches that one, you know, it's 56-34, and Clovis is kicking an extra point.
3rd and 7. Rose went down to pick up the snap. Fires it to the sideline. Complete at the 45. That'll be a 1st and 10. Sponsored by Les Schwab Tires.
It is just fun to watch Deegan Rose throw the football. I mean, it just comes out and spirals so tight. Just kind of effortless motion. I know he works with Greg Pinelli in the offseason. He's done a great job of developing him throughout his high school career, and you can see it every time he gets rid of the football. Oh.
And here we go. Another broken tackle. And he's going to take it right to the pylon. Just short. Man, kind of rooting for him to finish that one after working like he did.
Man.
James Caruso having a night.
I mean, he's so good, that little jump cut and then getting vertical right away, breaking a tackle and just almost getting into the end zone. He'll get paid off right here, no doubt.
Into the pile.
Stopped
short of the end zone. 2nd down in inches.
Very rare sight tonight. James Caruso going backwards when he's carrying the football, but nice job by that Central East defensive front, keeping him out of the end zone.
Caruso again stood up and the ball comes out. And it's going the other way. Brandon Smith is just jogging. Holy cow. Touchdown, Central East. That's got to be 99 yards on the return.
Wow. Brandon Smith coming up with the fumble. Let's see what happened here. James Caruso was bunched up on the far sideline. Brandon Smith just stole the ball away from James Caruso. Just absolutely took the ball out of his hand and took it 99 yards to the house.
That's the second time that's happened to Caruso tonight, where the ball was taken away, and both have had big consequences.
I mean, it's so common in football now. You see it every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Defenders punching at the ball, defenders ripping the ball out. And that time, I mean, we saw in the first half, somebody ripped the ball to James Caruso hand, and this time Brandon Smith just pulls it straight away from James Caruso and takes it the other way. Nobody even recognized what was going on before Brandon Smith was off to the races, and there's nobody catching Brandon Smith.
Touchdown is sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner. And the drive summary is sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Clovis, hi, Cougars! Oh yeah, we're still in it. We're still in it. Hey, Landon, what's good about being a Cougar?
We're the realest in the valley, baby. Our talent is raw.
Yeah! I get it. Lolo, what's good about being a Cougar?
We always pounce back, baby.
Let's bounce back. Persevere. That's the Clovis way. Let's go, Cougars! Come on! Ralph Camp, back to you. Let's go. Let's run off. Come on. Let's go.
Thank you, Kevin. Let's take a break now with 6:27 to go in the third quarter. 63-28, Central East. Welcome back, everybody. We expected number 2, Brandon Smith, to be involved, but man, he's really involved tonight, offensively and defensively.
Best player in the Central section this year for sure, and you can see why. Just elite change of direction skills right here. Just hurdling a defender real quick on the sideline. When he accelerates, he gets up to top speed as quickly as anybody. Just an effortless mover. And right here, just ripping the ball out of James Caruso's hands and taking it 99 yards the other way without even really running?
No,
just
I know.
kind of
He's just kind of an afternoon jog.
You know you're good when you can score a 99-yard touchdown without running at all.
Without a defender in the frame. Kickoff is sponsored by Hedrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Taken at the 10, 20-25, out around the 30-yard line.
Well,
yeah,
pretty big task for the Clovis Cougars, but they're going to keep on fighting. We saw that the first time these two teams played. Expect them to keep throwing the ball down the field. Deegan Rose to try and find some receivers, keep feeding James Caruso. I mean, highly unlikely that they can come back and win this football game, but, I mean, there's a lot of time left. 6 minutes left in this third quarter. There's a lot of possessions still potentially for the Clovis Cougars offense.
And Rose is just Rose. He's going to sit back there, find his receivers like Israel Briggs right there, and just throw strikes.
Both of these quarterbacks, if you give them a clean pocket, they will rip you apart. They will dissect your defense because they'll find space and they have the arm strength, they have the accuracy to get the ball there when it needs to get there in the right spot. And that's what we saw in that first down play. Deegan Rose just allowing Briggs to work open over the middle of the field, steps up and delivers a strike.
4 weeks ago, Central East scored 61 points against Clovis. Tonight at 63 and only halfway through the third quarter. Please stay tuned for the J.C. Milton chill play of the game. That's coming up soon.
I know what the chill play of the game is.
Yeah.
When someone goes 99 and they don't really break stride, to me, I think that's the chill play of the game, right? He was not worried about anything.
He had time to order a pizza while he was running down there.
Right.
Pass complete to the near side. This is Carlos Young to the 35.
Yeah, he was expecting a block and didn't really get a block. Talking to Briggs about it right now. The RPO. Deegan Rose just stood up and got it out quick to Carlos Young. Obviously 4-down territory on the plus side of the football field. 3rd and 3 here. 5 minutes left in this third quarter.
We're barely getting a defender out there in time. Caruso, looking for his 5th touchdown of the night, is finally taken down and around the 20-yard line by Smith.
I think Central has 12 guys on the field. So they ran a guy on, but I think he was an extra. Yeah, somebody's got to come off the field.
On the defense.
Somebody's got to come off.
I think they got 13 out there now.
A big guy ran in to match the personnel for Clovis, but the little guy didn't run off the field.
They do still have 12 out there.
11, 12,
They were?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think they got down to 11.
It's going to be a first down, sponsored by Les Schwab Tires. Penalty takes the ball down to the 10 in the Toyota red zone. Caruso. Smith has him, gets some help to bring him down. 2nd and goal.
Brandon Smith getting up, hobbling a little bit. Not something you like to see, especially if you're Central East. Win this one tonight. Not done yet, but up 5 scores. wait a couple weeks, find out where you end up in the state playoff from. I mean, this Central East team almost won a state title last year, lost to Edison and Huntington Beach on the last possession of the game. Had an opportunity to score, couldn't get it done. Huntington takes it down and scores. So, you know, all they want to do is win that state title this year.
Cyrus Mendez on the receiving end of the touchdown pass from Deegan Rose. Back on the board is Clovis. Touchdown is sponsored by Solar Negotiators, your lifetime roofing and energy partner.
Just chip away, chip away. Crazier things have happened.
So Cyrus Mendez gets the Cougars back on the scoreboard with the touchdown catch from Rose. Extra point is good. So it's a 63-35 lead for the Bengals over the Cougars.
Deegan Rose here opening it up with a big chunk play to Briggs. Rose again finding Caruso on the check down. Nice job rallying from Central defensively, and then a little play action around the goal line. Finding Mendez wide open in the back of the end zone. 28 points. Still a whole quarter to go and 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in this third quarter. But if you're Clovis, you just have to steal possessions. That's what you have to do from now on. You know, they've yet to stop Central East when Central East has the football.
That drive summary sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for over 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra.
So whatever onside kick opportunities you have, if you're Clovis, you bring them all out tonight. The pooch, the bunch kick, the onside, all of it. Oh.
Hey, a razzle-dazzle.
Yep, somebody forgot to alert
back to normal.
Carlos Young that they were not kicking it. They were bluffing it, and they were going to regroup, and he jumps off sides. Go back 5 yards and try again.
All right. Kickoff is sponsored by Hedrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Andrew Garcia with a pooch kick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, taken back the other way. That's always trouble. This is Della across midfield down to about the 35-yard line of the Cougars. So that kind of backfired.
Yeah, nice job by Caruso making that tackle. Otherwise, Della's still running. Yeah. You know, if you're going to try that, I think you have to try and give yourself an opportunity to recover that ball that time. Just the short kick, not a lot of chance for Clovis to come up with that football. Central in plus territory to start this drive.
Andrew Garcia now in there at running back. He gets the carry. Gains about 9. Be sure to join us next Friday night. We'll broadcast a Central Section championship game right here on the CW 59. It's going to depend on what happened in the other games tonight.
Yeah, Royal Grande
that'll determine our matchup.
Just taking a 24-21 lead over Tulare Union, the 1 seed. About 5 minutes to go in that one. That's plenty of time for Tulare Union. Redwood 21, Bakersfield 17. Bakersfield just scored to make it 24-21, under a minute left. And Division II.
First and 10, sponsored by Les Schwab Tires. Now from the 35.
A little more deliberate from Central East. Their offense on the football field, no hurry at all.
Dipple trying to run that time, and not as successful as he was in the first half. Lost back to the 28.
A little zone read. That nice job by Caruso, just coming off the backside and running that one down.
Dipple's pass is complete to Harris. Fights forward to about the 20.
Almost. Nice tackle by Dalton Bird. It's a big receiver on the perimeter to tackle Bayon Harris. 6'4", 195. That's a big receiver in the NFL, let alone high school football. Oh.
Got another guy in the end zone. Touchdown. E.J. Morgan again.
Well, they've ran the screen to Bayon Harris 3 or 4 times tonight with E.J. Morgan as the lead blocker on the edge. This time they fake the little screen to Bayon Harris. E.J. Morgan stock blocks and then takes off, and Jelani Dipple, another throw absolutely on the money. Is that 7 or 8?
I'm counting them up right now. It's like 7. Wow, 70. I didn't think we'd see that one.
No. 9 times the Central has touched the ball tonight, and they've scored 9 touchdowns. Jelani Dipple has thrown 7 of those touchdowns.
Yeah, and Brandon Smith also
right.
with the defensive play.
Man, just an onslaught. I don't know if onslaught really encompasses
a juggernaut.
What this has been for Central East tonight. Saw Jalen Johnson on the field before the game. The current Chicago Bear. I was supporting his Central East Bengals. This is the show he came to see right here.
Kickoff is sponsored by Hedrick Chevrolet, the #1 Silverado dealer in the Valley. Kick will go through the end zone for a touchback. We had a mix-up on one of our rosters, so I wanted to correct it. The kicker for Clovis is Michael Sanchez, but we didn't have him for number 3. We had him number 40 on the roster. So Michael Sanchez, the kicker for Clovis.
See that fake screen, E.J. Morgan just running scot-free into the end zone.
Drive summary sponsored by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, family owned and operated for 35 years on Blackstone between Bullard and Sierra. 5 touchdowns scored in this quarter, 4 of them by Central East. Rose with a deep drop, has time now. Looking to find some running room. Heads to the sideline and goes out of bounds after picking up the first down across the 30. So that'll be a 1st and 10. Sponsored by Les Schwab Tires.
Some really good coverage pretty much all night long from that Central East secondary. We saw Carlos Young a couple times get open in the vertical game. Briggs working over the middle of the field. Sterling Edwards catch and run, but a few times Deacon Rose just hasn't had anybody to throw the football to. He's done a nice job of extending plays, finding receivers that time, using his legs to pick up a first down.
Pass to the perimeter is complete. Brings the receiver. Going to be a 1st and 10. Sponsored by Les Schwab Tires from the 39-yard line. Now they got the sticks all messed up over there on the other side, don't they?
Yeah, it said first down. I think it was actually 2nd down.
Now it's 3rd and 2. Rose going to be pressured and sacked. Des Hewitt in on the sack. Everything going right for the Bengals. Boy, Coach Biggs is out there giving his guys a lot of congratulations for the way they're performing tonight. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's all now Central East. 70-35 over Clovis. We'll be back for the 4th quarter after this. Chill play of the game sponsored by J.C. Melton, keeping local families cool for over 75 years.
Brandon Smith I mean, James Caruso is almost in the end zone, and Brandon Smith just steals the ball from him and takes a stroll to the end zone, a 99-yard stroll for 6.
Chill Play of the Game, sponsored by J.C. Melton. All right, 15 touchdowns have been scored in this game. 4 weeks ago, they played and combined for 16. Rose, boy, nice. He throws a nice looking pass, doesn't he? Breaks the receiver. That'll be good for a first down, sponsored by Les Schwab Tires.
Yeah, big fourth down conversion. Running clock here, 35 points in the fourth quarter, so clock will not stop from now on.
Rose is going to be throwing on every down, and he's not going to be able to throw this time. He will be sacked back inside the 35.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure coming from the second level. Caruso tries to pick it up, but the pocket just collapses on Deegan Rose.
Kyle and McCoy in on the tackle.
No time to try and get rid of that football.
Tonight's streaming sponsor is Stockdale Podiatry. We treat your feet. Rose dumps it off.
Ooh.
Caruso tried to reverse his field and lost yardage. You were oohing and on at the block in the back there?
Yeah, Deegan Rose throwing a little block.
Sure.
Down 35 in the fourth quarter.
There's a little frustration coming out there, I think.
Caruso just a little hobbled at the end of that run. Still has that towel rocking, though. Yeah, let's see Deegan Rose. Look at this, trying to lay a block. Did a nice job, too. See, Caruso got a little rolled up on. Had to take this play off. Third and a long way.
3rd and 22. Rose going deep. Has a man out there, and he's going to be picked off. Oh. Jonte Della with the interception, but then a punch afterward by Israel Briggs. That's a little more frustration coming out, I'm sure. 9:26 to go. 70-35 is the score. We'll take a break while they sort this out.
Whole lot of flags coming in.
Yeah.
Central East Bengals! Oh, the student section, infamous in the Central Valley. They're the best. Hey, wait. So, hey, what's good about being a Bengal? Bengals over everything! Bengals over everything! Oh, yeah! It doesn't matter what the score is. We are fired up. Cam, Ralph, stay lit. Let's go. Come on, Bengals! Yeah! Central Section Championship. Back to you. Yeah. We'll be here all day.
Central East student section filled up tonight. It was a little dead at the beginning, but they got it going as this game progressed.
This place was full, and Central East side is still pretty full. Clovis fans are getting an early start home.
Yes, the Clovis side was full as well.
Yeah,
for most of this game.
Well, they had a couple of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. I didn't see anybody get thrown out of a game. Did you?
I did not. Israel Briggs did throw a punch. And Deacon Rose just threw one up. Thought Briggs was going to go make a play, but Della makes the play instead. A little frustration. Briggs throws a punch. Did not see the officials eject him officially.
Now adding insult to injury as they get a breakaway into the secondary and well beyond. Andrew Garcia, the ball carrier, down to about the 11-yard line.
Great job putting that foot in the ground, cutting back across the grain, and then showing a little speed. Again, Bayon Harris blocking way downfield. These receivers have done a nice job all night long. Run, quick pass game of blocking on the perimeter.
Garcia is a junior. As we see, 1st and 10, sponsored by Les Schwab Tires.
Kit Lafaele, freshman quarterback, and he is not built like a freshman.
Hands it off for a short gain inside the 10. You can watch a replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube and search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59 and click on the FNR logo. Tonight's game will be available early next week.
I mean, this is valuable experience, both sides, really. Everybody kind of get in the ball game. Freshman quarterback in a section championship game. Some young receivers on the field.
Garcia turning it up and going inside down to about the 6-yard line. Right after this game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59.
Well, going to be interesting to see who we have next week. Kyle Biggs is like, why are you throwing the football? I know we have RPOs built into our offense, but don't throw the football. Tulare goes down, Redwood goes down, Liberty Madera Ranchos goes down, but Minaret's the 1 seed in Division 6, hangs on. There were a lot of possibilities for next week, and a lot of those possibilities lost tonight.
Boom.
Boom, that's right.
Garcia taking it down to about the 2. Tonight's end zone camera is sponsored by Herc Equipment. We equip customers and communities to build a brighter future. Go to hercrentals.com.
Just chilling.
They'll turn it over on downs Clovis will take over at about the 2. Approaching 5 minutes to go in this game. The outcome is not in doubt. 70-35 is your score now. Central East is going to win the 1AA section championship.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm really interested to see where they end up in the state playoffs. Their only loss on the season is to Grant High School, who playing Oak Ridge tonight, another Sac Joaquin section power. The game was tied last time I checked. De La Salle ranked pretty high. Oh, Grant goes down to Oak Ridge 9-7. Folsom wins up in the Sac Joaquin section, so we'll see. I don't think Central's quite at the Folsom level, so they should be a division below. I think the same division they were in last year. A real opportunity to win a state title. Fell one possession short last year, more experienced. That state championship loss probably just driving them every single day to avenge that. I think they'll be in a very good position, depending on where they end up, to get back to that state championship game.
Be sure to join us next Friday as we broadcast another Central Section Championship game right here on the CW59. But we're looking at our options, and we're not sure where we're going to end up.
Yeah, Liberty Madera Rancho's undefeated on the year, loses to Bishop Union.
A lot of upsets.
Washington Union goes down. Tulare Union goes down.
McLean.
Chowchilla goes down. Redwood goes down. Minarets, though.
Yeah.
Division 6, number 1 seed. Minarets, Arosi, the number 2 seed, wins as well. Woodlake, the 3 seed in D5. Still going. They beat Chowchilla tonight. So Woodlake will host Bishop Union. Yeah, not a lot of Fresno area teams advancing to the finals next week. Tulare, we were talking about it this week. The one type of team that can give a team like Tulare with a very explosive offense with a lot of weapons, the one team that can give them problems is a team that controls the tempo of the game, and that's what Arroyo Grande did. Came in with that double wing and ended up beating Tulare 24-21, scoring late in the 4th quarter to get it done. Redwood got beat in the last minute, go down to Bakersfield. Bakersfield, same thing, scored in the last minute to put that one away. 70-35. This was...
Didn't see this coming, even though we had the big spread on the last meeting.
Yeah. As impressive of a performance as total team performance as we've seen since we've been doing these broadcasts together. It was just a dominant, absolutely dominant. 9 possessions, 9 touchdowns to start the game.
Mm-hmm. Stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up and presentation of the Les Schwab Tires Player of the Game Award.
Which was a competition at one point in time. Still could make a case for Brandon Smith. A couple of touchdowns, a 99-yarder, but Jelani Dipple.
What did we say, 7 touchdown passes?
7 touchdown passes.
That's pretty big.
I mean, that's got to be a Central Section championship record, I would think. Oh, the Gatorade bath is coming. Can they get Kyle Biggs? Oh, they got him. They got him lined up. Oh, it's over. It's over.
Oh, he's going to turn around and see it.
He's coming back.
Nope, see ya.
Got him. Got him. Well executed. It's cold. You know he's cold.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling good, though.
Back to back, huh?
One task accomplished. You know that state championship is out in front of him as well. But this was a big one in dominant fashion, absolutely dominant fashion. Complete game.
Clovis was hoping to end a drought. They went back to 2002, the last time the Cougars won. But it is the Bengals winning this cat fight decisively, 70-35, as Central East is section champion for the second year in a row.
Well deserved. It was an upset last year when they beat the undefeated Clovis East. No upset tonight. The 1 seed got it done.
So the celebration begins on the field. Teams exchanging handshakes. We'll take a break and come back with our post game after this. Okay. Well, can he interview? Welcome back to the jungle, as the banner says in one of the end zones. Home of the Bengals, home of the champion Bengals. 70-35 was the final score. You can see the celebration as they have that trophy now. Let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Hey, so we are down here celebrating with the Central East Bengals, the Central Section champions, and they are loving it. Crowd is just on fire. They are deserving back-to-back champs. And in just a moment, the CIF is going to present, and it's the most coveted lid, aka hat, that we have here in the Central Section. Each player, each coach will receive one along with a Central Section plaque. Of course, we're going to try to find Jelani Dipple, our Les Schwab player of the game. Let's see, 7 touchdowns, convincingly our player of the game. And what a performance by him and the rest of the Bengals. So you can hear him behind me. The CIF is getting situated. There's going to be pomp and circumstance right here on the field. We're going to be with you taking a look at that presentation. And if we can get Jelani, that would be amazing. And the sky's the limit for these Bengals, and they're ready to roll. The job is not done, and they're going to celebrate tonight. Coach Biggs, smile all around. Great job. And we are going to rock and roll more with our Central Section Championship. 1 of 2. We get the second one next week. Can't wait. Ralph Cam, who's that going to be? Back to you.
That's the question indeed. We're going to have to sit down and really try to figure that one out.
To brainstorm that one a little bit. Tell you what, man, I never got one of those Central Section Championship hats. Both my daughters have Central Section Championship hats. They sport them all the time. It's a coveted high school reward, really, for a bunch of hard work. And Central East again on top. Jelani Dipple.
Let's talk about him, because he was the second most heralded quarterback in this game.
Right.
Coming in.
Right, and all he did was carve this Clovis defense up. I mean, a lot of weapons, obviously, but how he operates his offense, the RPO game, how quickly he makes decisions. And this doesn't even really control the snap and throws a perfect jump ball up to Bayon Harris, who catches that with one hand. I mean, just a masterful performance from a junior quarterback who is now a veteran, because this is his second section championship that he has won as a starting quarterback for Central East, and got one more left to go. I know they're trying to win a state title.
You know, we don't have any official statistics, but he needed about 250 yards passing to go over 4,000 for the season. Pretty sure he went over 250 tonight. Plus, he also went into, 52 touchdown passes now this season. Those numbers are incredible.
Video game numbers, really.
Yes.
Like, those are not real numbers Jelani Dipple's put up this season.
All right, tonight's play of the game is sponsored by Jack in the Box. At Jack, every bite's a big deal. You got it? Yeah.
I mean, thought this was incomplete when it happened. Saw Jelani Dipple not really handle the snap too well. Turns around and tosses it up, and big 18. I think Sterling Edwards got his hand on that football, and Bayon Harris still managed to bring that one down. Great toss, giving your receiver a chance, and Bayon Harris. Look at that catch, man. It's one of many special plays made tonight by number 10, Jelani Dipple.
It's an embarrassment of riches for Kyle Biggs. Some of the great players that he has. Be sure to join us next Friday night. We're going to broadcast a Central Section Championship game right here on CW 59. And right after we go off the air with our game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. It's coming up on the CW 59. Yeah, the celebration is going to continue for a while down on the field.
Packed house tonight, both sides.
And an explosive game filled with highlights. Almost unbelievable at times to see what some of these guys are able to do. You know, one of them who's lost in all of that is the guy who had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, James Caruso. Battling that entire first half. Unfortunately, lost a couple of balls, and Central East turned those into points.
He was close to having his 5th touchdown, but got the ball taken away and gone 99 yards the other way. So
Brandon Smith. Clovis High did win the tire race today at halftime, so they did win that. Kevin Miller always up in the student section. Here we go. Brandon Smith just ripping the ball away from James Caruso. Dangerous, trying to keep the play going on. And Kyle Biggs getting a Gatorade bath. Feeling good.
70-35, the final score. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back at it next Friday night on Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Good night, everybody.